Hey babe, where are you? You're not at home, so I was just wondering where you'd gotten to. I was hoping maybe we could have lunch together today. I managed to get away from work early, so maybe we could go and grab something to eat at our favorite place and go over some wedding things together. I know you've been struggling on what kind of room decorations to have and what colors would be the best, so I thought maybe we could go over that together. What do you think? Babe? Rose?
Christian?
Oh, hey, there you are. I was just wondering if you wanted to go and have a late lunch.
Oh, I'm already out.
That's okay, I can just come and meet you if you like. Whereabout are you?
Oh no, that's okay. You don't need to come here.
Honestly, it's not a problem. It would be nice to see you. We haven't had just a relaxed day doing nothing in a while, and with our wedding coming up, things are only gonna get more hectic as the day gets closer.
Look, I said no. I don't want to meet up for lunch.
But why not?
Because I'm busy. I've got stuff to do today, and I don't want to have to take time out of my day just to wait for you to come and find me and then to eat. A meal like that will take at least an hour out of my day. And it's just time that I don't have to spare. I'm incredibly tight on time today.
Well, what are you doing that's so important that you can't even spare an hour to spend a little bit of time with your fiancé?
Stuff.
Stuff? Care to elaborate?
No. Look, I've already wasted too much time talking to you here. I need to get back to what I was doing. I'll see you later.
I guess I'll see you at dinner then.
Maybe.
Huh?
Well, I might not make it back for dinner. It depends if I can get what I'm doing done in time. If not, then I'll just grab something whilst I'm out.
Oh. Okay then.
Look, don't be all depressed and stuff. You always get all overly dramatic when things don't go your way, and I really can't be dealing with that today. I don't want to get into an argument. I don't have the energy nor the patience to argue with you today.
Oh wow, so now even though you've treated me horribly and you've basically told me that you don't want to spend any time with me, you're now saying that I can't get upset about it? How's that fair? I mean, you do understand that we're getting married, right? And this doesn't really bode well considering that you don't want to spend time with me.
Oh, please. Just because I want to spend a day alone, I'm suddenly being horrible? I am allowed to have a life, you know. I don't have to drop everything I'm doing as soon as you tell me to. If you knew that you were going to finish early today, you should have told me so that I could have known and not gone out. But you didn't, so now you'll just have to deal with it.
Deal with it? This was a surprise for my boss. He said that we could go early. Excuse me for wanting to do something spontaneous and spend an afternoon with a woman that I love and who I'm gonna marry?
Yes, well, like I said, I'm busy, so you'll just have to do something on your own.
Okay, fine. I will.
Great. Well, I'm going now. Goodbye.
Yeah, whatever. See ya. Hey, Dex, you about?
Yeah, mate, I'm free. What's up?
I just had a free afternoon and didn't know if you wanted to go for a drink or something.
Yeah, that sounds good. But how come you want to spend it with me? I know you've been working really hard lately in order to be able to afford the wedding and the honeymoon and all, so surely you'd want to spend it with Rose.
Yeah, well, turns out she doesn't want to spend it with me.
Huh?
I asked her if she wanted to go for lunch, but she said that she was too busy and that she didn't want to waste her time meeting up with me when she's got too much stuff to do.
Whoa, wait, what?
I mean, I understand wanting time alone or not wanting plans to get messed up and all, but considering we've not been able to spend any quality time together lately, you'd think she would be excited to spend a little bit of time with me.
Yeah, it's kind of odd that she didn't want to.
She was quite adamant about it too. She wouldn't tell me where she was or what she was doing.
Really? That's kind of suspicious, don't you think? I mean, why couldn't she tell you what she was doing at least? Unless it was something that she wasn't supposed to be doing.
You're not suggesting that she's cheating on me, are you?
Well, it just seems like things are quite strange, you know? I just don't have a good feeling about this is all. I don't want you to get hurt. You're my best mate after all.
I appreciate the thought, but I don't think she'd do something like that to me. We love each other. There's no way she'd cheat on me.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure that maybe I just caught her at a bad time, or maybe she's just trying to sort something out for the wedding and it's getting her a bit stressed. I mean, weddings are stressful things, so, I wouldn't blame her if something just hadn't gone right today in terms of the organization of things.
Yeah, okay, maybe you're right. I might just be jumping the gun on things. I'm sure everything's okay.
Yeah, I think maybe me and Rose just need a chance to talk some things through and really sort out this whole wedding thing. Then I'm sure that things will be okay.
Yeah, of course.
Anyway, did you want to meet at the usual place?
Sounds good to me. I'll see you there.
Yeah, and maybe you can help me with some of the wedding stuff too. You know, being my best man and all. You'll have to suffer through this nightmare with me too.
Oh, joys. I quit being your best man then.
Too late, you're stuck with it now. Don't worry though, I'll pay you in beer.
Ah, well then, that's okay. Be prepared to pay up though. I'm gonna need it to get through planning this wedding. Anyway, I'll see you soon. You can get me my first pint of many.
Deal. Good morning, my love. Can you believe it's our wedding day? I know we aren't allowed to see each other until later, as it's bad luck for the groom to see the bride before the ceremony, so yeah, I just wanted to send you this message to say that you make me the happiest man in the world, and that I can't wait to see you walking down that aisle later, as I know you're gonna look like the most beautiful woman ever. Not that you don't look like the most beautiful woman every day I'm with you. I'm so lucky to have met you, and I can't wait to spend the rest of our lives together. So, I'll say goodbye for now, and I'll see you later. I'll be the one in the tux at the end of the aisle. I love you. Rose, where are you? You're late. The ceremony started an hour ago. Please tell me you've only broken down or something. I'm kind of getting nervous standing up here by myself. People are starting to talk and stuff, and I gotta admit, this isn't looking too good. Rose, is everything okay? I would really appreciate it if you'd respond. The vicar is asking whether he should just continue on with the service. Okay, I've just gone and checked your room, and you're not there, and all your stuff is gone, so please, just explain to me what's going on.
Hey Christian, sorry it's taken me so long to reply. I don't really know how to say this. I wanted to leave you a note or something to try and explain it better, but I just didn't know what to say.
Rose, there you are. Wait, explain what? What's going on? Where are you?
Okay, look. I'm just going to come right out and say it. I'm sorry, but I can't marry you today.
What? Why not?
Well, I don't want to sound like a witch, but I don't think I'm going to come out of this whole situation looking like the good person, so I'm just going to be honest. I don't love you anymore. During these last few months, as we've been getting ready for the wedding, I've just found you to be so annoying and overly sensitive and just, well, boring. I miss having fun, going out to clubs and just having a good time with someone. Actually, that's kind of where things all started.
What do you mean?
Well, I went out with the girls a few months ago and I met this really great guy. His name's Heath, and he is unlike any man I've ever met. We hit it off right away, and I knew that I couldn't miss this opportunity to be with someone I really liked, you know? So I've been seeing him for the last few months. That's why I can't marry you.
Because you've been cheating on me with some other guy? Wow. You know, Dexter said that he thought something strange was going on, that he thought you were going behind my back, but I told him he was wrong, that you would never do that to me. I guess I was the one who was wrong.
Look, I didn't want things to end like this. It isn't easy for me, you know?
Oh, of course. How rude of me to not think about how difficult this whole thing has been for you. Do you need a moment?
God, you can be such an ass sometimes, you know that? I'm trying to explain things here, and you just want to act like it's all about you.
Yes, you're right. It's supposed to be all about you instead, isn't it?
No.
I have done everything I can to show you just how much I love you. This past year, I've bent over backwards just to make sure that you're happy and cared for and that you feel loved. I don't mind doing that though, because I love you and I wanted to be the one who made you happy. But for you to just turn around and stab me in the back like this, I'm just glad that you did it now so that I didn't have to give you half of everything in a divorce.
Don't be like that.
See you later, Rose. I'm not gonna hang around to be someone's second choice. You don't want to marry me? Fine. But if anything goes wrong with this new guy of yours, don't come running to me.
Fine. He's so much better than you anyway. I know he's going to be the one who I spend the rest of my life with. Hi, is this still Christian's number?
Hi, yes it is. I'm afraid I don't know who this is, though. Your number doesn't seem to be in my contact book.
It's me, Rose.
Rose. Wow. It's been a while.
Haha, yeah. It has been a minute, hasn't it?
Yeah, so... why are you messaging me?
Well, yes, it's just. I couldn't help just thinking how everything between us ended so abruptly. It made me think about how things were between us and how we actually went really good together, didn't we?
I guess.
Yeah, and it just made me think that maybe we should give us another go, you know? It seems kind of silly for two people who love each other to just throw away what they had. We need to fight for our love.
Uh-huh. Your new guy dumped you, didn't he?
What? No. We didn't work out.
I thought so. Well, as for what you were saying, no. I don't want to get back together with you. Ever.
What? But you can't do that.
You cheated on me and left me over a year ago. I think I have every right to tell you to take a hike.
But I'm pregnant. That's why he left me. I'll become a single mother if you don't marry me. I've left my job and my apartment.
I have nothing to do with it.
Huh?
Look, it's not my child. I haven't had anything to do with you for over a year, so I have absolutely no responsibility for it at all.
But you have to help me. I have no idea what else to do. I was living with Heath in his little flat. Everything was going great. We had fun, went out to clubs, met new people and everything. But then, when I told him that I was pregnant, he completely changed. I thought he would be happy, but he stopped talking to me, stopped taking me out with him, and began to avoid me altogether. Eventually, I returned to our flat one day only to find that all of his things had been taken and he was nowhere around. He had just ran and ditched me. Obviously, I've had to move out of the place as the rent was in his name, so the landlord wouldn't let me stay. So you need to take me back because I've got nowhere else to go.
Well, that's your problem. I truly loved you, Rose, and you decided to rip my heart out and just stomp all over it by cheating on me. I may be kind, but I'm not a fool. I'm not about to willingly put myself in a situation where I could fall in love with you again and you'll just run off with the next guy who comes along.
I won't do that. I mean, I really did love you when we were together. I might not have been the best at showing it, but you really did make me happy. I promise. So please, take me back. I'll act better. I'll be more loving and stuff.
You broke my heart once. Who's to say you won't do it again? Besides, I found somebody new who I love and I'm in a committed relationship with.
What?
Yeah, she's beautiful both inside and out, and she loves me and all my quirks. I'm not gonna ruin that for you. No way.
But what about my baby?
Maybe you can ask your parents to help you with it. Look, I feel for you being pregnant and all and being on your own, but the fact of the matter is that you left me after cheating on me, and though I've moved on with my life, you can't just come running back and expect me to drop everything for you again. Life doesn't work like that.
But you weren't supposed to find somebody new. You were supposed to be alone and depressed and waiting for me to come back if I chose to.
Well, then you clearly didn't know me that well if you thought that's how I would react. Look, if you need help, you've always got your family, and there are schemes in place to help single mothers, but as for you and me, that's never gonna happen again. So, I'd appreciate it if you didn't message me again. Good luck with your baby, and I hope you have a good life. Truly. Goodbye, Rose. After that, Rose tried to contact me a few more times, but I ignored every attempt. At the end of the day, she'd broken my heart, and I didn't want anything to do with the woman who had cheated on me and left me at the altar. I met a new woman, Isabella, who's sweet and kind and head over heels for me, just like I am for her. Our relationship is going really well, and whilst I'm not quite ready for marriage yet, considering what happened last time, I think she might be the one for me. In Rose's case, the last I heard was that she had moved back in with her parents and was looking after her baby with their help. She had also enrolled in a college course so that she could study how to become a nurse. Even though she broke my heart, I wish the best for her and her baby, as I believe that to hold on to hate is something that's not good for a healthy life. I'm much happier forgiving and moving on from the ordeal instead of lingering in the past, as that'll do nothing but drag me down. As for the mysterious Heath, I did look him up online and discovered that he was a notorious womanizer who had seduced a lot of women in his lifetime. However, it seemed as if karma finally caught up with him in the end, as he ended up getting caught sleeping with a government official's wife. He was apparently fined quite a lot of money and possibly even chased out of the state. However, I think he got exactly what he deserved.
Arnold, we need to talk. Huh? What is it, Ruth? Don't you know I'm working right now? If you need something, wait until I get back home or at least until lunch. Anyway, I need to get back to work. I'll talk to you later. Oh, really? So, hanging out at a hotel with an 18-year-old coworker is what you consider work, is it? Interesting. Excuse me? Karen Bishop, 18. You know, the girl you hired to be your receptionist? And here I thought that you were just cheating on me during business hours under the guise of visiting customers. But good to know that you're just busy working. Well, looks like you've caught me. You weren't exactly trying to hide it, were you? It wasn't that bad. Sure. Anyway, I've submitted the divorce documents, just like I told you I would from the beginning. What? How could you have submitted the documents already? I don't remember signing anything. You can't just do that without my consent. Give me a break. Did you forget already? Forget what? I told you already. Back when I forgave you the first time, I said I wouldn't forgive you a second time. I vaguely remember something like that. I got all the documents ready ages ago. And I told you that I would submit them the very instant you cheated again. Well, still, let's not do anything rash. Did you think I would forget? Or that I would cool off with some time or something? Well, think again. I'm through with you. And you better believe I'll be taking you to the cleaners in court. Buckle up. Ugh, are you kidding me? Now Karen dumped me too because of you. And my savings are wiped out. I'm probably even gonna be fired. Are you happy? Don't you even feel bad a little? I like to think that I'm a nice enough person, but my heart isn't big enough to spare any sympathy for cheating dirtbags like you. You can't just blame me. Maybe if you were able to get pregnant, this wouldn't have happened. Excuse me? What did you just say to me? We've been married 4 years, Ruth. 4 years, and you still haven't gotten pregnant. What am I supposed to think, except that you've got something wrong with you? My parents want to be able to hold their grandchild someday, before they kick the bucket, you know? And then Karen showed up, young and healthy. Are you saying you were going to try and get that girl pregnant? That's exactly what I'm saying. Good Lord. What is the matter with you? Nothing's the matter with me. I'm taking my life seriously over here, and I'm ready to be a father. Karen is young, and she's got good hips. She wouldn't have had any trouble giving me a kid. But now she's gone too, all because of you. Oh, right. You didn't tell her that you were married. She left you because she realized you're a lying piece of garbage, same as I did. No, I was gonna tell her. Oh, save it. And by the way, I'm sick to death of seeing your mopey sad sack face around my house. Find yourself a motel or a cabin or a tent or I don't care what. Just find something and get out and take all your crap with you. Like as soon as possible. I want you gone yesterday. Whoever heard of a disgraced ex just hanging around haunting the place like a ghost? God help me. I'm sorry, what? I have no idea what you're smoking, but I'm not going anywhere. If anyone's gotta go, it's you. Oh yeah? Here I was wondering when you were planning to clean out. This was my house from the beginning. My parents bought it before I was even born. Any reasonable person would see that I'm the only one who has any right to be here. Are you being serious right now? Of course. I'm dead serious. Ah, I get it. Your parents moved to Canada. You've got nowhere to go, right? Aw, poor Ruth. Why didn't you just say so? Well, what should we do? I tell you what. I guess I can let you stay in the house if you get on your knees and beg me to put a baby in you. If you can give me a kid, I'll let you stay here as long as you want. But what am I thinking? You can't even have children. Instead, you're just like this curse I've been stuck with when all I want to do is give my parents a grandchild to play with like a proper adult. I guess what I'm trying to say is, get out of my house.
You know, actually, you're the one who doesn't have anywhere to go.
Oh yeah? How's that?
You remember the last time I caught you cheating? That was back when your parents were just about finished getting ready to move out to Kansas. Just 2 months before that, actually, if memory serves.
Okay. And your point is?
So, we had a chat back then about whose name should go on the deed. Unlike you, apparently, your parents actually felt bad about what you did, so they ended up putting the house in my name instead of yours.
What? Is that true?
Of course. Look for yourself.
Actually, you know what? I think I just remembered.
Oh, how convenient. Anyway, like I said, I want you out immediately.
But I've lived in this house my whole life. I grew up here.
Wait, are you crying? Is that sobbing I hear coming from your room?
No! I just hit my knee on something. I'm not crying. I just don't understand how this could happen.
What do you mean? You brought all of this on yourself.
Hey, Ruth. It's me, Arnie.
Oh,
I can't believe it's already been 3 whole years.
I can't believe I forgot to block you. Bye!
Wait, hold on. Why didn't you tell me that we have a kid?
What? We don't.
You're sticking with that story, huh? I saw you. You were holding a little girl around 2 years old and she called you Mom. If she's about 2, that means she would have been conceived right around the time that we split up, right?
I think you must have seen someone else. I don't have a 2-year-old kid.
Yeah, sure you don't. So, what do you say? Let's get remarried.
Are you out of your mind?
Come on. I know it must be tough being a single mother.
I'm sure it is, but I don't have a kid, so I wouldn't know personally. Plus, I'm married.
Oh, you mean you still consider us married? I guess that works out just the same.
What? Gross! No!
Anyway, I'll head over to the house right away. See you soon.
What? No, don't come to my house! There's absolutely no way I would ever get back together with you!
Honey, I'm home. I've been ringing the doorbell for like 5 minutes. Open the door. The lights are on so I know you're home.
Oh God. Did you actually come?
Of course! We shouldn't waste any time getting things going again.
I told you not to come here, you psycho! Although, come to think of it, the doorbell hasn't rung at all.
Yes it has. I can hear it from outside. It's definitely ringing. I wonder if your excitement for our big reunion has struck you completely senseless. Or don't tell me, you're so flustered with excitement that you can't even come to the door? What's happened to you? You've gotten so cute these past 3 years. Oh man, tonight is going to be something else. I can feel it.
Please keep your disgusting fantasies to yourself. Anyway, the doorbell hasn't rung at all, and my husband just checked the front porch, and there's no one there.
Huh? Husband?
I told you before, you freak! I'm already married!
What the heck? Are you telling me that you let some other guy into your home to live with my child? You really need to think this through, honey. If you do that, our kid can never know what it feels like to be hugged by both of her parents at the same time. You need to divorce him right away.
I told you, we don't have a kid together!
You can't lie to me. I told you already, I saw you with her.
Okay, hold on a second.
Why?
I just got a message from my sister. It looks like an emergency.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back.
Finally! What the heck were you doing?
Hey, idiot! Are you at the house we lived in when we were married?
Of course. Where else would I be? You still live there, don't you?
No. Your brother lives there with his wife, dummy.
What? Chris?
Wow. Oh, so you really haven't talked with your brother at all since he graduated high school and left home?
Of course not. He stole a bunch of stuff from the house to sell for drugs or something and disappeared in the middle of the night.
Whatever, I don't actually care. Right after we got divorced, he showed up at the house saying that he had been to rehab and had straightened his life out.
Okay.
And there's more. He just so happened to also be engaged to Caroline.
Your sister? How did that happen?
I guess he just happened to get hired at the same company as her. They hit it off and started talking and hanging out without realizing the two of us had been married. Of course, they figured it out eventually.
Weird.
Anyway, Caroline ended up getting pregnant around when we got divorced. And my company arranged for me to transfer to a different location. So anyway, we got to talking and I ended up renting them the house after I moved. So the two of them have been living there ever since.
So, wait. What you're saying is...
Yeah, that was Caroline that you saw. Not me. And the kid that she had is your... well, I guess both of our niece. Because our siblings are married to each other.
So that means that the people inside the house I'm at are... Chris and Caroline?
Well, Caroline at least. It seems your brother is on his way home from work.
Oh, I see. I guess that's lucky at least. All I really remember about Chris is that he was really scary. I don't really want to see him.
By the way, they know all about why we got divorced already. And I already told Caroline what is going on and who it is standing outside her house ringing the doorbell repeatedly and scaring her kid. And she told Chris. So it sounds like he's on his way home as fast as he can.
Oh crap.
I would guess he should be there any second now.
Oh crap, he's gonna kill me!
Get away from the house first. Well, at least it's insured.
Ruth, help me!
What do you want now?
I'm so screwed right now.
Yeah, your whole life is screwed. I'm surprised you still have time to bother me.
Wait, what do you know?
Your brother told me what you said to him yesterday. You started stalking that Karen girl after I divorced you and she dumped you. And then she eventually started dating someone else and they eventually got married. And then you crashed the wedding drunk and caused a big scene. Apparently you owe about $10,000 in damages. And that's just in fines and wedding fees and whatever else that the judge ordered you to pay. Nice going.
Ugh. I can't believe he told you all that. That was private.
Of course he told me. You've caused so much trouble in my life already, I deserve to know.
Well, if you know all about it anyway, then I don't need to explain anything. You've got to help me.
Why should I?
How about because it's a woman's job to support her husband? Or what about just common decency?
I've told you several times that you aren't my husband. I'm married to someone else. And don't make me puke talking about decency. I'm doing enough of that already, and I need to be extra careful with my condition right now. It's a delicate time.
Huh?
I'm going to have a baby.
Huh?
With my husband Peter, of course.
Hold on. I thought you couldn't have children.
No one ever said that except you, because you're a piece of crap.
But wait. How come you never got pregnant then if you're able? We were married for 4 years.
Well, it's true I never got pregnant.
See, I knew it. So you admit that you're lying.
Why don't you ask your brother if I'm lying? He's with you now, isn't he? He's known that I'm pregnant for weeks now.
Hold on. He says it's been about 10 weeks.
That's right. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I had tons of examinations and fertility tests while we were married. They all came back totally okay. I'm perfectly fertile.
So, what was the deal then? Were you avoiding it back when we were married?
I wasn't avoiding it. Why don't you think about that for a bit and figure out for yourself what the deal was? Anyway, enough about that. Chris told me that you're going to start working at his old construction company tomorrow.
Ugh, he told you that too?
Apparently, you can't stalk someone properly while also holding down a proper job. But now that you're done stalking and have a debt to society to repay, you can finally get back to the workforce. Good for you!
Hey, it's nothing to laugh at. That place is no joke. Apparently, that's where he worked when he was living in a halfway house and getting straight. He says the work beat all his vices out of him. I seriously don't know how long I can last somewhere like that.
I have no idea what you expect me to do about it.
Come on!
Anyway, I ought to get going. Stress isn't good for the baby.
Please wait. Don't go.
Good luck with all that, Arnold.
No! Hold on! Please, don't abandon me!
I had never heard of the company that Arnold went to work for, but apparently the name is pretty well known among those in the industry. And my brother-in-law seemed confident that if we left Arnold there, they could probably make something useful out of him, which put me at ease. It's also really far away from my current house, which puts me even more at ease. At this point in my life, it's best not to have any shred of stress if I can help it. Arnold was packed up into a black wagon and carted off to some kind of dorm or something for the term of his employment. I heard he was kicking and screaming the whole way there. But I guess he piped down at least a little as soon as the van finally pulled up to the worksite. By all accounts, he's got a fairly difficult life out there, surrounded by all his hardened new co-workers. But he's still surviving and paying off his debts little by little each month. We can still only just hope that he'll leave the company as a decent human being.